Football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mon looks to throw. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down and 8. Mon going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mon. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kellen Mond, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chaz Surratt. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around. And
looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down at 5. They pitch it out to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kellen Mond doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, 49ers nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
21, 49ers nothing.
On first down, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Off the play fake, Mond. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action here. Mond. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kellen Mond, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Lance able to find Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lance looks to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of court.
He's got a man complete.
In your face!
20, 10, and he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Bond's going to keep this himself, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's going to keep this again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Minus 57. 57's mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Cook now off the read option. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Mon now off of play action. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. That is caught by Thielen.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now. And he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Now Mond. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to the ground. Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mond setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start with the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gold to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
57 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Mon looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That swung out to Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. On 2nd and 9, Mond. And he completes it to Westbrook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mond, flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A big pickup of 38. They'll run with Mostert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.